sometimes I think school's an unnecessary thing to use. Like, personally, me, I've never been good in school, but I've been horrible actually. My attendance going to school is like, I'll miss like 60 days out of the year, somehow still pass. I actually had to take summer school this past year, which is kind of crazy considering like I've never done it and I hated it. It was so hot and I don't drive, so I had to take the bus to and from school and it was just like 102 degrees. It was horrible. Getting to school with sweat stains on my back. Thankfully, nobody there was like really cared. Nobody there really cares about anything, to be honest. If majority of the people there in summer school were honestly just there to like just try to get something out of the school year that they just had, or like they realize what they've done and they're trying to get their grades back up, which is something I really like really admire in people, is their willingness to fix everything they've done. Finding that in certain people is honestly kind of hard. A hard trait to find. It's a good trait to find in somebody though. Somebody who's willing to like fix their mistakes, do everything right all over again, and learn from their mistakes is honestly a person I would love to know. Yeah, that was really random though. That was just a random thought I had for in my head for like majority of the stream. I honestly like, as far as people go, I'm like, it's hard for me to talk to people, to be honest. Like talking to people is like honestly it's a talent. If like you're so good at like communicating with people, it's on genuinely a talent to me. Like I would see you as somebody who is very talented, which is crazy because I can't talk to many people because I'm not good at it. I'll stutter a lot. I'll get nervous like I'm doing right now. I'm stuttering a lot, which is something I've noticed. But as time goes on, I'll get better at talking to people, I hope. It's kind of sad though, being that I'm a senior and still struggling to talk to people. But it's something that I'll hopefully grow out of one day. Yeah, we do. Well, in the U.S. we do, but like summer school is mainly for like people who like fail, and they don't. That summer school is basically for people who fail and don't do good in their semester, so they'll have to go to summer school to make up that credit. Hey Robert, how you doing? How's your day? Nice, bounce back. I like that. But yeah, that's basically what summer school's for. And the holidays we do have, it's honestly really optional to celebrate. Like for the school, generally, my bad, generally would they would only have like, I think the only holidays we have off are um Christmas and Thanksgiving. Other than that, we don't have any other holidays off. Ooh, yeah, no, summer school is horrible. I never want to go back again, but I guess that's my fault for slacking freshman year. Well, yeah, that's my fault for slacking freshman year. Had to make up English. English is one of the worst classes to make up, to be honest. I hate sitting there through those boring, long, just lectures about English. What's youth my bad. What's youth authority? That sounds kind of interesting, to be honest. But yeah, I just in general don't like school. Maybe like middle school is kind of fun, but other than that, I don't like it. Dang. See, the school I go to, I hate it. I'm not gonna say a school I go to because that would give away like this whole like not showing my identity thing. But yeah, the school I go to, people like genuinely don't want to be there. They have security. Most fights happen there. Yeah, that's like something I really do realize is a lot of fights really only happen at school. Or at least a lot of the fights that I've witnessed. I rarely see people fighting outside of school unless it's like a McDonald's or something, my first interaction with a angry customer was so horrible because I had nothing to do with like the pizza having the wrong toppings, and then she started getting mad at me, and I was like, I didn't know how to handle it, so I just kept stuttering, and then I tried getting my manager, and she was like, "Where are you going?" She was like yelling at me to come back, and I just went to go get my manager because I didn't know how to handle it. To get like getting angry at somebody for messing up their order, but it's is it I don't think it's really something to go off at somebody for, especially when they're coming in at like 10 p.m. It's almost closing time. I've had a long day. They probably had a long day too, but I honestly think food is nothing to get angry at somebody for. I think my worst experience, like in school, or at least my worst experience, was one time in middle school. My friend jumped on my back, and I don't like when people touch me. That's like my biggest pet peeve is random people touching me. Vanguard could have been a decent game. I like their campaign, to be honest. That's like the only thing I like about Vanguard. Their campaign was just so enjoyable to play through, even though it's really short. Nice. Or I think that's just dismemberment. I forgot which one it is. Yeah, dismemberment rounds. Those ones are actually cool. That's crazy that this glitch is still in this game. Shoot, I don't mind it since I'm not a huge creator. I think I already had the barbarian. Oh well, I don't want to look. Alright, I'll remember that one, but that... So if I go to gunsmith and I put other attachments on it, that won't change it? I hope not. Oh, okay, so it still keeps the dismemberment rounds. That's actually pretty cool. Okay, that explains it way simpler. My bad. I'm still trying to gather all this. But I will for sure keep making blueprints right now because that's so simple. Stone's throw. No, I won't do stone's throw. Damn, I forgot what I was doing. My bad. Alright. Armadillo. Choose a camo. Then go back. Then choose a different kind. Damn, I'm probably gonna forget all this when I wake up. I should probably look at the store ones before I actually start making stuff. Ooh, I like the skin on that one, I'm not gonna lie. Oh yeah, what's his name? Scout. The last time you viewed my stream and actually stayed to watch, that actually pushed my watch time over to 2 hours, and I was like, that's actually an achievement for me. So thank you for that, dude. I'm gonna actually go look at the shop ones right now and see what I could get. The day. It was like, I don't know, like I was thinking about it. I know it's like off topic, but I was like thinking about it, and I was like, the day I become like, if I ever become successful in streaming, I would honestly be surprised. Considering how antisocial I am in real life, doing this just kind of makes it easier because I'm not staring at somebody face to face. Even though I don't struggle with face to face conversations, but I do struggle talking to people. Cause like me, cause like it'd be weird to like. It's weird cause like whenever I like talk to people in person, it's like I don't know how to explain it because it's just like it's weird to explain. It's weird to explain being like being quiet to people. Basically, I just think, what if I say the wrong thing? And then also when I become more famous, because sometimes I don't say like really out of pocket things, but I will like because I'm like I will say something that's weird. I'm like, what if I get canceled? Getting canceled before I even get famous would be actually crazy. Which being famous isn't like the main goal of this really. For me, I just want to like just kind of play games and just show other people, I guess, make friends, do this. Are you guys social? Like social people out there in the real world? Cuz like it's honestly a hard thing to do. I think that's kind of the hardest part about getting a job for me is the interviews. When I have to talk to people, it's just I can't. I can, but it's just it's not that good. Honestly, high school for me has been I would say hell, but it hasn't been the worst. Like I could think of other freshman year was horrible, but I could think of other worst. Like middle school wasn't that good, wasn't that fun. Oh yeah, different, completely different place. So what middle school is? So I don't know if it like goes by. I forgot. I think yours goes to like I forgot how schooling in your country goes. So for I'm always like try to explain this as easy as I can. Crazy how we supposed. Yeah, like I've never used any. It's like so far I haven't used anything in school out in the real world. But for like the question you asked, count middle school is basically like sixth grade, seventh grade, and eighth grade for us. Like that's middle school for us. And then like elementary school, which is like when you're like obviously younger, barely starting. That's for us. It's like kindergarten. I don't know if you guys have something called kindergarten. That's like when you start off. But like yeah, kindergarten through fifth grade, and then high school is just ninth grade to 12th grade, and then college is like its own thing. But I hear college is like I don't know if college is expensive over there, but dude, college over here is crazy expensive. Like I don't think I wouldn't want to pay for any of it to be honest, but I still got to go to college because I'm trying to get. I didn't know what I wanted to do, and like I was kind of excelling in automotive. That's what I said. They're like those things are generally the main useful things that we need. But I, like sometimes, I mean, sometimes I look at it and I'm like, I guess kind of in a way, the only thing school kind of teaches, prepares me for, is just deciding what field I want to go into as I get older. But then again, that also changes from like from the people I talk to. They're always like, yeah, what they wanted to do once they got out of high school completely changed. So even then, that doesn't really stand. Dude, I do look at that a lot, and I'm like, man, a lot of that's an okay. A lot of a lot of people that are really rich never went to school, which is what I find really crazy. Especially like the people I've kind of like looked up to, they've never went to school. But then again, the majority of people I look up to are like streamers and all that. So I guess that shows you where I'm at now. It's not that I like school's hard for me. The only hard part about school is like going. That mainly is like that mainly is my biggest problem is going to school. And if I'm correct, this is like my last week of summer break before I actually have to start going to school again. But I'm not too angry about it because I'm finishing out my senior year. Damn, 5 weeks? So when does school end for you? Because school here for, well, it's different for schools like all around, even in the same state. But school for me ends on like May 20th. Damn, May 20th. That's like a short school year now that I look at it. July. Oh, some schools do end. Some schools here do end in July too, but usually those schools are like schools for like people with a little bit more money. And private schools here aren't like, I guess depending on what you do, private schools here are kind of frowned upon, which is what I hate. Cause like I don't hate it, but it's like you can't really hate on another person for like their success. Why not have them teach you about credit, mortgage, buying and owning houses, insurance, debt, policies, and owning a car? Yeah, see, like that's. I wish I would. Thankfully, I had an aunt that like taught me like some how to save and credit, so that like I know how to do that. But like insurance, debt, and policies, I don't know how to handle that. That's like a separate problem that I will never know, or I will know once it hits me and I'm struggling with it. I wouldn't say school's like the biggest scam, but school's definitely a scam. College is definitely college isn't college. I would say college is a scam, but then college isn't a scam too. Because honestly, college is somewhat useful. If you know what you want to do, then it's useful. Which right now I think the only thing I'm gonna call it try. Yeah, I was gonna do that after I tried getting like another better blueprint for the MP5. You know, it's crazy. In Warzone, I actually got made fun of for using the Rytec. That big old slow sniper. I only used it because it had the thermite rounds, which is why I liked it. I don't have much for my LMGs, which is kind of crazy, but oh well. Only because I don't use my LMGs as much. Ooh, I actually kind of like this camo. I actually did. I watched this YouTuber called FaZe Jev, and he does. He also noticed that people are also using like the crossbow a bit more, and I was like, that's weird. That's honestly a little weird. I've never really seen people use the crossbow. Oh wait, I just made. Damn it! I thought I used the RPD for some reason. That's sad. That's sad that I actually say school's a scam. It is, but it's not the worst scam that I've ever heard. Cryptocurrency is honestly a little bit of a scam. At least I believe it's a scam for some majority of people. It is. Is it? The strongest weapon in Warzone? I honestly haven't, because I don't play Warzone that much, but I've honestly never seen it, or haven't been using it. He makes you sick. Dude, that honestly sounds horrible. I think I play on 120 FOV too, only because I feel like I can't like get close, or I feel like I'm too close to the screen when I'm like in a closer FOV. Ooh, I need to have aim. My aim's not that crazy. If they gave me 120 on PS4, it'd be over. I think no, you can't change it in Warzone. Sadly, I did change it. It was crazy. You could change your field of view in Cold War on PlayStation, which is weird. Cause why can I do it for like Warzone? But I guess that's more of a development thing. I do also play Apex, which is I honestly find Apex so fun. I think that's one of my favorite. I would know about the Vanguard one if I actually like played Vanguard. But as you can see, or as you can see from my streams, I barely play Vanguard. Damn, so it's really just Warzone that doesn't have it. I wish they move it to Warzone. That does bother me a lot. Like that does bother me a lot now that I hear about it. Oh, dude, I've been slacking on this season of Apex mainly because I just play sports or been playing like. Because in real life I do football and wrestling, which is crazy because I never thought I'd be getting into wrestling, but okay, so I would try to I do want to Vanguard died. I honestly think Vanguard died in like its release date. I think people tried giving the first season a chance and they didn't. I couldn't even enjoy it to be honest. Damn, I have no camos for my snipers and zombies. That's shitty. I wonder if it works with an accessory. It doesn't. Oh well. But I think for Apex, I honestly want a new legend. I don't like, or I do. He's somewhat useful, but I don't like Newcastle. I think that's his name. But he's not the worst. Like he's not the worst legend to main. But for Apex, I don't really main one legend. I'm just trying to get all my legends to 100 kills, except Gibraltar. I hate him with a passion. Barrel hunt. That actually looks cool. For Vanguard, I genuinely was hoping if the multiplayer isn't good, then the zombies has to be good at least. The least they could do. I started Apex the first week it came out, like the very first week it came out, and then I stopped playing like around when Crypto came out, which was like season 3. And then I got back into it, stopped playing it again for like season 6, and I just kept playing it after season 6. I don't know why I stopped playing it, but I used to main Bangalore. That was the first character I actually mained, that I actually got used to. And then I went on to what's it called? What's her name? Not what's her name? Octane, which is honestly kind of weird. Well, it's not weird, but it's like I forgot to save it. But it's not weird. I actually like Octane for how fast he makes the game go. the most fun I've genuinely had maining in Apex is what's his name? Revenant. I genuinely love playing with Revenant. I think that was the most fun I've had with. Oh, you main Wraith. Ooh, I don't know. I've never had a good experience with Wraith mains. Cause Robert's even surprised, dude. Which they're not all horrible. Like I met some good ones, but usually though they're either toxic or the moment they see a bullet, they're like 3 miles away from the fight while the other two are fighting, which bothers me so much. But they do have advantages too. Like I guess if they're not known or made present, they're good at flanking, really good at flanking to be honest. I think Apex was truly fun when I started seeing like a lot of streamers on it and everything. Only because it was like this race are actually pretty friendly in Apex. They always revive. The most toxic is Fuse. Those dudes always play guitar while they're landing, then land far away, then die and leave. Dude, that's crazy. Cause I mained Fuse at one point, and that was that's so fun. I guess it all just depends on the player then, because I ran into so many toxic race, dude. it's I've honestly never ran into a bad Fuse teammate. Damn, I've never ran into a bad Fuse teammate. That's crazy. That's weird of me to say, cause I ran into a lot of bad teammates. Well, I wouldn't say a lot of bad. I take blame for majority sometimes. I'd be slacking. Sometimes I'd be watching YouTube. Thank God it's getting a new map. I was kind of hating the one they have right now. But the only reason I hate the newer map, where it's like, I forgot what it's called, but it has like a bunch of holes in the map where you could fall through. I keep falling through those in like clutch moments. I would climb a wall thinking, yeah, I could get through this, or I could get over here. I could climb over this wall to get over to the other side, and then I just fall. Which annoys me because it'll be in like really clutch moments too, and then I'll just sell the whole game. Olympus, that's what it's called. Yeah, no, I just hate it. Then again, I know people who hate like King's Edge, which is crazy because I love King's Edge. Except some parts of King's Edge I don't like, but mainly I like King's Edge. I remember when the game like first came out, and there's only Caustic and Mirage, and I was like so interested in Mirage, but I like, just got Caustic. Thank God it's returning, dude. I miss King's Edge. I need that. I need King's Edge in my life. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, you should definitely re-download Apex though. It's gained more traction since like season 5. Since they had the season 5, which is I'm glad they did. Damn, I already have this one. I think Fortnite Fortnite as a BR I've honestly never enjoyed. That's just me though. Well, the building part of Fortnite, I kind of enjoy like the no building. No one, dude. No, that's a lot of space that's taking up in my PS4. But then again, I also I have Modern Warfare, like the whole thing, so that took up a lot of space too. I started Fortnite like around season 5. I think that's when the Voyager skin came out. That's when I started Fortnite. I enjoyed it the first time with friends, but I obviously or I don't talk to those friends anymore. But it does get addicting, dude. It's it's crazy how much I could play it. Like I could like I remember one time I didn't have PlayStation Plus and I really only wanted to play Apex because I did not want to play Fortnite. And then I was like, I didn't know how long I could really play until that day, that single day. I was like playing Fortnite for like, or not Fortnite. I was playing Apex for like the whole night. That's honest. That's so true, dude. I'm honestly like one more game, and then I'm like 20 games in, and I'm like I could get another win. I always think I could get another win. But I'm honestly happy they added duos to Apex. That was really needed for me at least. Was duos. One thing I was always interested in for Apex is if they added a solos. I wonder how that would play out, to be honest. But I think Loba mains would go crazy in solo. That's so amazing. That's the one part I like about Apex is the combinations with teammates. I think the best, for me, the best combination I like, which is gonna be a weird combination, but it's Revenant. What's his name? Revenant, Octane, and depend. The last one kind of depends because it could be Fuse or Crypto, which is weird, but that's honestly a really good pushing squad for me. I honestly think I should play a little bit more. What's it called? Watson. Watson's not a bad character. It's just too slow for me. Not. I wouldn't say too slow, but it's not the worst. I played with. Killed. Bro, that's the one. That's the one thing I hate about going up against other revenants is if I'm in a, they get to that high spot too. They get to that high spot too, and I'm just like, man, I thought I was safe up here. I think the only other legends I could get up to high spots is like, what's her name, Valkyrie, and sometimes Pathfinder. But Pathfinder's is super obvious because you see that big old zip line coming towards you. I've been grapple punched by the Pathfinder. One of the worst ways to die. I think that was. I think I raged at that before. I love his crawling animation, dude. That's like so amazing to me. I played it with my friend, and he pointed that out to me, and I looked at it. I was like, "That's so cool." Ooh, man, I remember. I would used to when arenas came out. I actually used to grind that for a bit because I was like, it's really fast paced and it's easy. Because I don't know why I find it easy, but it's honestly really easy. Not really easy, not anymore. Because uh, I've slowed down on playing Apex, but I haven't completely stopped like I used to. Dude, I love his I do love his voice lines. They're some of the best things they could have added to that character, to be honest. Oh, nice, another trace around. Is that an anime one? Apex on keyboard and mouse, because I saw pros going crazy in movement, but you couldn't play keyboard and mouse. Yeah, that's what sucks. I don't think PlayStation is keyboard supportive or keyboards. I don't know how to say it, but yeah. But you could keyboard on a game like Apex is honestly insane. Movement wise, it's honestly insane. I don't see how people could be. I've honestly never saw the interest in Valorant. If I see like a bunch of people play Valorant, and I'm just like, I can't do that. I guess because in a sense, I see Valorant as just another. What's that game called? Dang, I forgot what that one Overwatch. I just see Valorant as another Overwatch, to be honest, and I don't know why. Yeah, no, Valorant isn't. I don't think you're missing out when you don't play Valorant, which is crazy because in recently it was Apex actually. It was an Apex tournament where dude, that's a Pathfinder's voice lines are so adorable. I don't know. I think the way he says it is just so. I wouldn't say it's like crazy, but it's just weird. How he calls them their friends, even though he's gonna kill them. I love that. But recently, in a recent Apex tournament, there's something happened to where somebody got teabagged, and that whole and it wasn't even like an opposing team. It was somebody who teabagged their own teammate, and they started laughing about it, and then they got banned from the whole tournament, which is which is stupid because honestly, in my opinion, teabagging isn't. If you have emotes in the game, then teabagging isn't the worst thing you could do. I forgot what the tournament was called though. I think I forgot what it's called. That's crazy. I forget a lot of stuff. But to get like to get banned out of a whole tournament for teabagging is a little ridiculous, to say the least. Speaking of being tired, I usually don't sleep, but I was at lifting today. Just a little story. I was at lifting today, and I genuinely thought I was gonna lose my life because we did this thing called hang clean, and it's like where you push from your waist and you're supposed to squat under the bar and catch it. It's a it's a really hard thing to do, and I put two 45-pound weights on each side, and I thought I could do it. And like once you get under the bar, it's kind of scary because like you don't know if you're gonna fall back or just fall. And like when you're falling back, it's one of the worst things. And I squatted under it, and I tried catching it, and dude, I almost died. I felt myself leaning back, and I was trying to put squat back up to like just to make the rep count, but I just threw the bar. I wasn't gonna finish that. Yeah, thankfully I don't do it in like a gym where I'm by myself. It's more of like because we do it at football, we all gotta do lifting, so I'm around like a bunch of people when I'm doing it. But man, that was the most scariest moment of my life. I'm not scared of a lot of things, but that I think dying under a weight is one of the truly worst ways to go. For me, at least. Honestly, I think who also has pretty decent lines from what I've heard, is Will Watson's lines. I kind of like some of her lines too. I don't know why. I kind of like the French accent. I think that's like my second favorite. Under like, I think above it's Australian. I really love an Australian accent, dude. That's so awesome. I think an Australian accent just makes you sound badass, to be honest. An Australian accent you can't really go wrong with an Australian accent either. That's crazy. I think the only person whose catchphrases annoy me is Gibraltar, but like I said, I just hate that character so much. I don't know why. He shouldn't annoy me, but he does, for no reason. I I don't I don't hate I don't hate any of the legends. I only hate Gibraltar. Well, I do. I hate Gibraltar. I don't know why. I can't wrap my head around playing him, enjoying just controlling him is horrible. Also, you're such a big hit. You're such a big target with him. But it's not the worst. Cause I also at one point didn't like Wraith, but then I got used to Wraith. I tried getting used to Gibraltar. I played a few games with him. I can't. It's just so horrible. But then I meet people who are like actually good with Gibraltar, and I'm like, that's crazy. Environment. Ooh, I've honestly liked the places that I've visited in California, but I think as a living place, I wouldn't be able to handle it. It's honestly a little too crowded. Well, certain places I crowded or got hotels near for like tournaments, I personally think it's a little too crowded sometimes. They dropped a gameplay trailer for her 20 hours ago on IGN. Cause I don't know if I'll ever upload a video of it to like YouTube yet, but I do also play 2K, but that's just so that makes me angry. 2K genuinely makes me angry. I did finish the Uncharted series like not too long ago, and I truly enjoyed that series for some reason. I think the Uncharted series is honestly a good series. I played a few Assassin's Creeds. They weren't that bad. I just never like got into the series. I've only played one Far Cry game and never finished it. And as far as Battlefield goes, I've only played one, and that was because it was free on PlayStation Plus. Dude, that scene is brutal. I watched that, man, or not watched. I played it, and that whole scene is wild. I think I played it. I played it my sophomore year because they had a sale on it, the whole the series from 1 to 3, and so I got it. And I've already played Uncharted 4 before I played 1 through 3, so I was just like, okay, might as well buy it, and I enjoyed it. Although the commands and like everything was a little weird because the old one, at least the number one, was weird. The controls only because it was an older game. Oh, and then we talked about accents, which I don't know if you have your favorite accent, if you want to tell me, but I said my favorite accent was Australian, and under that is French. I just love Australian accents, dude. Those are perfect. Germany, I honestly want to go to Germany, dude. I've been thinking about it ever since we brought it up earlier. I've been thinking about it. For us, it gets hot like around, it's 86 degrees right now, but it gets hot at like 8, which is horrible. So like, it's mainly just about what I'm doing as far as like YouTube goes. But I'm not sure if you heard it earlier, but I am making what's it called? I am making a Tomb Raider video, which is gonna be my first actual video that I've edited. Yeah, he went to go break his yard. But I'm making a Tomb Raider video, and it's gonna be the first actual video I've edited, which is weird. Kind of feels weird to me, but I do want to get into that part of like YouTube, is like making videos instead of just like streaming and then uploading it. But I'm kind of excited for it. It's not it's not gonna be the worst video, but it's not gonna be the best either. I hope my family doesn't hear all this, because I still live with my mom and one of my sisters. So I just hope they don't hear about any of the things I'm doing. Otherwise, that kind of ruin everything. And I just don't like when they hear about my personal life sometimes. Oh yeah, my Apex short has like 102 views, 103, which is when the people click over to my actual like YouTube channel, they don't go to the actual Apex video. They go to the other Cold War video that I have up right now, the Cold War stream, where it's just me answering questions from you, and I was like, wow, do people actually like that? I'm surprised it didn't get that many dislikes though. It got like Oh yeah, you can't see dislikes because it got like 2 dislikes, which is weird, but okay. I don't know why they would dislike it unless they just don't like Apex or the clip. I have like a bunch of clips. So before it's like from a separate thing, but like before I wanted to start like before I started streaming what I'm doing just normally late at night, I was gonna originally my first video ever was gonna be like an Apex compilation of just a bunch of clips that I had. Then I was like, I might as well just start streaming some of it just to get like a small base of viewers and then start uploading actual videos. That and only because I kind of slowed down on playing Apex, so it's like I don't have a reason to just keep them in my thing. So I think for now I'm gonna just upload a few of them as shorts and then make an actual clip later. That's gonna take forever. I hope they do. I honestly hope this thing does take off, to be honest. Kinda. Yeah, no, I actually do hope this thing takes off because this whole YouTube thing. Only because like I'll get to do something I'm actually that I feel as if I'm good at, because I honestly don't feel like I'm good at a lot, but I feel like gaming is one of the few things I'm good at. So I just kind of hope that this does take off if it does. And if it doesn't, I still have sports to fall back on, and if those two don't work, I kind of still have my automotive skills, which I'm hoping I do get somewhere for. Damn, you hope too? That's actually nice. Well, I'm actually, for sports, I play football right now, which I'm hoping takes off. Because that actually has a lot of money in it. Like, crazy amounts of money. They don't get a lot of shoe deals, though, but they do get deals on cleats, so there's that. And then, after football, there's only wrestling, which I'd say doesn't have a wide. Oh, I forgot different country. Tackle football, like shoulder pads. American football. That's what it's called, or that's how some people refer to it. But yeah, that is what I'm. That's what I play. Which is it's a fun sport. It just takes because I've been playing it since I was like young, like really young, like in first grade. So that's like something I could fall back on if only I was like I feel like if I was better than it. You do need to be strong, but it's not like I haven't been like weightlifting or anything. And I do weightlift on my own time too. So I'm keeping up with the strength part of everything. And wrestling, you need to be strong too, which is I honestly find wrestling harder than football because that's just you need to be strong in your own right there. I like that you said that. I love it because people when I tell some people who don't like actually wrestle or like watch wrestling, they'll be like WWE. It's honestly nothing like that, which is what I used to think before I joined wrestling. I was like, is it like WWE? But no, it's like you don't throw punches. It's more of like grappling techniques and like pinning the other person instead of like punching them and like it's like UFC without the punching and kicking. It's mainly just it's just grappling and pinning them to the ground. You can watch clips on it. I think they have a lot of clips about wrestling and stuff like that. And as far as like the viewership of it goes, it's honestly interesting to watch. Cause like, even though not a lot of people like worldwide watch it, um, I know in some parts of the U.S. they're like really interested in it, and it's honestly fun to play, and it's honestly fun to do as a sport until you watch somebody get hurt really bad because they got slammed really hard, and like the first thought that always comes to your head is like, what if that happens to me? Because I've seen some people where they get slammed and then they'll like break their arm, and I'm like, Jesus, that's scary. But I've honestly never broken a bone sport, in sports yet. Thankfully, I haven't. But like, I think my worst injury was when I tore my shoulder, which didn't happen too long ago. It happened like, 2 years ago. That's kind of some time. But I did tear my shoulder at one point, and it was horrible. I like watching basketball. I'm not tall. Well, yeah, no, I'm not tall enough to play basketball as of right now. I'm only. I don't know how you would. Hold on, because I know you guys don't use the same system we do here, but I'm not tall enough for basketball, really. Because I'm only like. Uh. I'm only 5'8", which is in centimeters 172 centimeters. So I'm only that tall. Damn, that's kind of hard to do, is converting centimeter inches into centimeters. But yeah, so like if I were to play basketball, the main thing that I would play I'm not good at, which is point guard. But I do watch a lot of basketball. Not crazy. Oh yeah, my Apex short has like 102 views, 103, which is when the people click over to my actual like YouTube channel, they don't go to the actual Apex video. They go to the other Cold War video that I have up right now, the Cold War stream, where it's just me answering questions from you, and it was like, I was like, wow, do people actually like that? I'm surprised it didn't get that many dislikes though. It got like, oh yeah, you can't see dislikes because it got like 2 dislikes, which is weird, but okay. I don't know why they would dislike it unless they just don't like Apex or the clip. I have like a bunch of clips, so before it's like from a separate thing, but like before I wanted to start like before I started streaming what I'm doing just normally late at night, I was gonna originally my first video ever was gonna be like an Apex compilation of just a bunch of clips that I had. Then I was like, I might as well just start streaming some of it just to get like a small base of viewers, and then start uploading actual videos. That, and only because I kind of slowed down on playing Apex, so it's like I don't have a reason to just keep them in my thing. So I think for now I'm gonna just upload a few of them as shorts and then make an actual clip later. That's gonna take forever. I hope they do. I honestly hope this thing does take off, to be honest. Kinda. Yeah, no, I actually do hope this thing takes off, because this whole YouTube thing. Only because like I'll get to do something I'm actually that I feel as if I'm good at, because I honestly don't feel like I'm good at a lot, but I feel like gaming is one of the few things I'm good at. So I just kind of hope that this does take off, if it does. And if it doesn't, I still have sports to fall back on, and if those two don't work, I kind of still have my automotive skills, which I'm hoping I do get somewhere for. Damn, you hope too? That's actually nice. Well, I'm actually, for sports, I play football right now, which I'm hoping takes off, cause that actually has a lot of money in it, like crazy amounts of money. They don't get a lot of shoe deals though, but they do get deals on cleats. So there's that, and then um, after football, there's only wrestling, which I'd say doesn't have a wide. Oh, I forgot different country. Tackle football, like shoulder pads, American football. That's what it's called, or that's how some people refer to it. But yeah, that is what I'm. That's what I play, which is it's a fun sport. It just takes because I've been playing it since I was like young, like really young, like in first grade. So that's like something I could fall back on if only I was like I feel like if I was better than it. You do need to be strong, but it's not like I haven't been like weightlifting or anything. And I do weightlift on my own time too. So I'm keeping up with the strength part of everything. And wrestling, you need to be strong too, which is I honestly find wrestling harder than football because that's just you need to be strong in your own right there. I like that you said that. I love it because people when I tell some people who don't like actually wrestle or like watch wrestling, they'll be like WWE. It's honestly nothing like that, which is what I used to think before I joined wrestling. I was like, is it like WWE? But no, it's like you don't throw punches. It's more of like grappling techniques and like pinning the other person instead of like punching them and like it's like UFC without the punching and kicking. It's mainly just it's just grappling and pinning them to the ground. You can watch clips on it. I think they have a lot of clips about wrestling and stuff like that. And as far as like the viewership of it goes, it's honestly interesting to watch cuz like even though not a lot of people like worldwide watch it, um I know in some parts of the US they're like really interested in it, and it's honestly fun to play, and it's honestly fun to do as a sport until you watch somebody get hurt really bad because they got slammed really hard, and like the first thought that always comes to your head is like, what if that happens to me? Because I've seen some people where they get slammed and then they'll like break their arm, and I'm like, Jesus, that's scary. But I've honestly never broken a bone sport, in sports yet. Thankfully, I haven't. But like, I think my worst injury was when I tore my shoulder, which didn't happen too long ago. It happened like 2 years ago. That's kind of some time. But I did tear my shoulder at one point, and it was horrible. But for American football, isn't it's not the worst thing. I've also been. It's because like I suck at it, but I kind of wanted to start watching some soccer because they make that seem so fun. The crowd makes it seem so fun. Like if you have a good crowd for your thing, then I think if you have a good crowd for anything, really, you'll really gain traction. Except baseball, I find baseball boring. No, like it's just not interesting. Sometimes it is, but majority of the times it isn't. Damn, how long has this stream been going on? Cause I think I'm gonna end it at like Well, I don't know what time it is over there, but it's like 5:22 over here, so I'm gonna end mine in like 20 more minutes. 3 hours and 22 minutes. Jeez. That's kind of long. I think if I'm able to get the video for this, which I don't know if I will be because it's so long, I think I'm gonna edit out like the first hours or so, only because it was just me sitting here playing. Cause I do get viewers before you guys like come in, but they just don't stay or talk, which is understandable sometimes. Cause sometimes I just sit here in silence and just play the game. I think the only part that I kind of enjoy of all this right now, is the streaming and everything, is kind of the fact that sometimes like it's a random chance of meeting people, and I don't have to like really push myself out there to meet them either. I don't have to like be scared of my appearance, and with especially with the kind of plans I have for this channel, I don't have to like push myself out there and really worry about my appearance when talking to them. But there's other things. I have to be interesting too for this, which is which is that's hard. It's hard to be interesting sometimes. But if I keep doing this for long enough, I think I could be decent at this. I wouldn't say I'd be on like PewDiePie level or like Markiplier level if you've ever heard of him. I know you heard of PewDiePie, but Markiplier, I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever get there because that's like they've been doing this for like 10, 12 years. I've only been doing it for like what 2 months, 3 months? Not 2 months or 3 months, 2 months, 1 month. Oh man, the grind is gonna be crazy. But as of right now, my plan for everything is cause I'll usually get home like at 6 p.m. or not 6 p.m. when school starts like 7 p.m. or 8. So I think once that happens, I'll start coming home, take a nap real quick, and then stream from like the streams will be much shorter because they'll only be like an hour or so streams because they'll be from like 2 or not 2 from they'll be from like 10 p.m. to like 12 or 11:30 sometimes. Only because I still have school. Now for weekends, they'll probably be longer. But I don't know yet. I'll figure that out next week or when it happens. I personally I really hope this job I applied for really gives me the job because there is some games I want to try, like Stray, that game with that cat. I do want to play that. That's the only bad part of because I don't think I could stream like certain days. Like during the week, I think from Friday to maybe it depends honestly on my schedule, on how sports go really, and if I'm not like doing a project. But I do watch some of iShow Speed. He's not my favorite content creator, but his growth in like a small amount of time was so crazy to me, to be honest. I was like, anybody will watch anything, to be honest. But then again, when you're willing to do stuff that he does, then you'll honestly pull in views, which I don't think I'll be doing anything that he does, to be honest. Like I watched this. He's crazy. Like him as a person is crazy, dude. I personally, it's not like I hate it. I low key watch some of his streams. I'm not gonna lie. I also like, I've also like on my main Instagram account, I've become friends with like some, like not some. I became friends with one VTuber, and I'm like, I was like one of her first. I was also one of her first viewers, and then she became like, honestly, her growth, cause I started following her like December of last year, and in only like a short few months, she already has like 400,000, and I was like, man, that's crazy. But then again, there is a big market right now for VTubers, so I honestly think being a VTuber is a little more work, just a small bit more work, not nothing crazy though. I think the channels that do have the most work to do, which is like, oh thanks man. Yeah, I feel like that I could do. I like if I work hard enough at this, get better with video making, get enough money to like actually get more things. I think this could become a slightly decent channel. But personally, I think the people that have like the most work to do are people like some ordinary gamers. I don't know if you know him, but they do like deep dives into things, and like they write a script for everything. Those people, like people who do those, are honestly hard workers because they got a bunch of stuff to edit. They got to make it sound professional, and I'm just like, man, I could never do that. But I do want to do video like that one day when I get more famous. I'm gonna make it a scary deep dive too. Or serial killer deep dive. I've been interested in like gory stuff, to be honest. I don't know why. I'm not a murderer, which is something a murderer would say. I think I'm gonna get a few more shotguns in. Or I think I'm gonna get a few shotguns since that's what I'm gonna do next. Hey, when you found this stream, how did you find it? Was it like on your recommended, or did you search for like Cold War things? Cold War things? Because that's something I've like genuinely been interested. Like, how do people find this low key? That's what I want to know. Is how do people find my streams? Because these streams are obscure. Not obscure, but like they're pretty hard to find only because I'm such a small content creator. That was oddly specific. That's not the answer I was expecting. Grinding coke. That's crazy. Cause like when I went live, I was like, I wasn't expecting to really get viewers. Yeah, Cold War camos are honestly, well, how I got majority of mine is because I was grinding mid-season for it, so I had like tokens, but now I gotta actually play Vanguard to get weapon tokens, and now transfer over to Cold War just to use them. But it's not hard. You just gotta put in like at least play one long zombies round a day, and then you'll get the camos. They're not that hard. It's the leveling up that's hard, which is what I hate. Unless you're going for multiplayer camos, and those are a little annoying to go for. I think the only challenges for multiplayer that I kind of find annoying is the AR ones, because for the ARs you kind of have to like. There's this one where you have to shoot people through walls, and you gotta do that like 50 times. Not for multiplayer because I didn't play much of it. So yeah, for multiplayer no, but for like zombies, I do have a few that are like the max camo, which I think I could show you right now because I have it. What's this called? Hold on. Okay, I guess I'm saving it as nameless because I know I have it for my PPSH. Wait, why did I just go to gunsmith? Camo. I got that. I got the plague diamond for my melee weapons, which is kind of cool. But the gold in here, like the camos for this game, oh my bad. The camos for this game actually don't look bad. Like they genuinely don't look bad. I enjoy them. Actually, I think I could show you it since it's in secondary. And it's all the way over there. I unlocked the sword. I kind of enjoyed using the sword and the hammer. Because with the hammer, when you're playing zombies, it's just like a boop on the head. You don't even like really slam it into their head. But yeah, this is what the plague diamond looks like, which it makes it look so much cleaner, and I love it. Oh, what the heck? Well, I just found a camo glitch, I guess. Because I don't have it for my nail gun, but it just put it on there, which is weird. But yeah, they're not. They I like the zombies camos in this one, unlike the game that shall not be named, Vanguard. I tried grinding the Vanguard camos, and it's just so unsatisfying. How long does it? Well, because I usually hit it like during double XP weekends and stuff like that. It doesn't take too long. Like I think the longest one the one that took me the longest was I think it was ARs, and that took like it'll take you a good week or two. Without double XP, dude, you'll have to like it'll take you probably 2 weeks to get the diamond at least. I got my pistols. I think I got it for my pistols too. Yeah, this is one of those things where like you gotta stay consistent with it, which I kind of don't like, but it's whatever. Yeah, my pistol, or well, because I'm in the glitching, it won't do it right now. But for the pistol, it doesn't look too bad. I actually like it. The only weapons I don't like it on are generally the shotguns, which I've seen them on the shotguns, and I do not like it. But I still, dang it. I grinded all those camos just to like look at it right now and realize I still have 3 more categories to go because I still got to do my snipers, LMGs, and tactical rifles. Which I'm not excited for the tactical or not the tactical rifles. I'm not excited for the sniper rifles. Oh yeah, I saw that. Not earlier, but like, are they bringing back Cold War weapons to Warzone? Oh wait, no. Wait, maybe I don't know. I was just wondering because I want them to bring back Cold War weapons to Warzone. Yeah, like ground loot. Yeah, I think ground loot or custom. Yeah, ground loot and custom classes. Are they bringing them back for custom classes too? Because I still have some weapons of like Cold War weapons in my custom classes, but I can't like because I still have the nail gun in one of my classes. Oh, I could have sworn they took it out and only made it. Whoa, I don't know why. I don't know. It's been a minute since I played Warzone. I'm not gonna lie. I could have sworn they took him out. What the heck? I'm tripping. Dude, what the? I went back to Warzone recently. Also, I didn't. I'm not playing it, but like I went back to Warzone recently, and oh my God, was that? It just felt so slow. I'm so used to like fast aim down sights and stuff, which is why I kind of like the Car 98 because it's so fast and aim down sights. But it got buffed so much that it's not even a sniper anymore. I can't wait to get a PC or yeah, I can't wait to get a PC for not for a console like just to play it on cuz like I don't think I'll ever like transfer over to PC as a gaming console. Maybe for like games I want to mod, but other than that no, not really, but I honestly can't wait to get a PC cuz it'll make editing so much easier. PC is game changing. Dude, I always think that like I don't know about like aiming down sights and stuff like that, but is it easier? Because it honestly seems so much easier than console sometimes. I think having a PC is honestly, in general, just having a PC is so useful in like everyday life. Dude, I would love to have less recoil. Sometimes recoil kills me, but it's not the worst thing to have. Man, I would actually really love to have less recoil. God damn it. I think about like the classes I make sometimes, and I'm like, it's a good gun. It just ruins the recoil ruins me, so I'm just stuck always like trying to think of what I really want to make. which is why I sometimes hate playing against PC players. Especially in Apex. In Apex, dude, PC players are like insane. The PS Plus is what really kills me, dude. That takes like, well, not right now because I'm using my friend's thing, but the PS Plus is like, it's so horrible. But then again, I'm not mad at PS Plus because they recently started doing this thing that Xbox does also, which is like a Game Pass and you get like a bunch of games for free as long as you have it, which is what PlayStation started doing, and I'm low-key glad they did that. Even though majority of the games they did for the first year or for the first month I already have. Ooh, speaking of games, I might do a playthrough of Spider-Man one day after I finish Tomb Raider, the Tomb Raider series. Damn, so because you search, I was just like thinking about it, because you search like specifically for my not for my video, but for the general thing, I wonder if people just happen to find my stream doing the same thing. That's a little, that's not surprising if they did. I'm kind of I'm kind of glad. I'm kind of glad somebody found this stream. So calm. I do know about the GTX and RTX graphic cards. Um, Cause I do watch like some videos of like people who build PCs. Cause I don't know why I find that so interesting, but when I do see that, I'm always like, dang, I really want a PC now. Only because like that's so cool to be honest. Did you build your PC or was that like did you buy a pre-made one? Or does everybody have to build their PC? Yes, I hear like some of them cost like 1,000, dude. Nah, yeah, I would honestly want mine pre-built too, cause that's just a lot of work that I'm not interested in doing. So when you like said you're gonna grind for camos, are you gonna do like zombies, specifically zombies, or are you gonna do multiplayer camo grind? Because I feel like you could really get the camo grind for multiplayer is a little bit harder, but it's not that hard. Damn, I think I might have to build my PC too. That's ooh wee. I don't want to do it, but if it's way cheaper, then I won't always take the cheaper option, but I think that'd be what's best. Yeah, you'll still find a lot of there's a lot of cheesy ways to grind camos. Especially I don't know if they have the Nuketown playlist still, but especially if you grind it on Nuketown, you'll get those camos so much easier. But some people are always gonna some people also know how to grind for camos in Nuketown, so that's annoying. It's gonna honestly when I did go to when I tried grinding for camos and the only one I ever got gold was my XM4, but actually I'll show it to you right now, but I genuinely did not like it. Did not like grinding for it. It didn't kill my KD though. It didn't destroy it. It wasn't the worst, but the gold on this gun looks so smooth. Only because like I don't know why multiplayer's camo looks so smooth. I really want the diamond though for multiplayer, but I was never gonna do it. I like the DM Ultra though. That's the most crisp camo I've ever seen in Cold War, to be honest. It's not even the challenges are bad. The challenges just get tedious for multiplayer. Just the ARs. I think the shotguns will be kind of fun. The shotguns and snipers are always going to be kind of fun. At least if you enjoy those types of guns. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a day. I might stream tonight or the same time for you. I don't know what time it is over there, but I might be I might stream tonight. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, and if is anybody else in here, thanks for watching. Thank you, Scouts, for watching, and I will see you guys later. That was such a good outro.